The last one is analysis of two population proportion. In this case, we compute the proportion of interest from the first population and the second population, and then we compare them. To test the hypothesis, we use this formula, and because it's just the plugging in number, we can just go to the examples. So in here we have a grape farm for wine production in northeastern part of Thailand, and he wants to expand his business in the central region, so he did the market survey about population of favorite aroma of wine, proportion of favorite aroma of wine, and do the testing, and the result is 544 out of 800 northeastern tester like his wine, while test 600 people in central region and 372 out of these 600 like his wine. So he want to know if this proportion is significantly different or not at alpha equal to 0.001. Okay, so the new hypothesis is P1 minus P2 equal to 0, right? And the alternative hypothesis is P1 minus P2 not equal to 0. P hat 1 is the proportion of sample, so which is calculated by using we use P1 as the proportion of sample from the central region, so it's 372 divided by 600, and for the northeastern region it's going to be 544 divided by 800. This is P hat 2. Okay, so P hat is calculated by x plus y, which is 372 plus 544, and then divided by the total number of samples, which is 600 plus 800, we get P hat, and Q hat is 1 minus P hat. Okay, so just use this formula for the test statistics. So we plug in the number, we got z equal to minus 2.336, which is very, very low. But in this problem, our significant level is very low too, is 0.01. So when we calculate it, we got the rejection region, the rejection value equal to 2.576 and minus 2.576, which is even lower than the test statistics. So we can conclude that this is minus 2.576, and this is probably minus 2.336. So we can conclude that it's still not in the rejection region. So we accept the null hypothesis, and the p-value is 0.0194. As you can see, this is a little bit messy for the hand manual calculation. So we can try to use Excel to do that, and maybe we can see whether it's going to be easier or not. The first thing we need to do is we need to create number of sample, which is 800 here, right? Because number of sample is 800. +600. Okay, for x will be in this case let x be northeastern and this is central. Okay, the northeastern, let 1 be the number of people who like the wine, and how many out of 600? 372. Okay, so 372, so we keep moving until 372, and then the rest will be 0 until 600. For central, the proportion, oops, this is okay, central, the proportion is like 544 out of 800. So 544, and 0 will be from here to 800. Okay, so now let's use the data analysis. So this is proportion, right? So we use this to sample assuming unequal variance. Click, then select the first set of data. Select the second set of data. Oh, actually, this should be 601. Okay, and the hypothesized mean difference is 0. Okay, label alpha is 0.01. Okay, and we want the output range to be here. Okay, right, our t statistic is minus 2.32554. Yes, a little bit different because same as before, because we in this Excel they use t-test instead of normal test. So this is why the test statistics value is different, and the p-value is 0.02, which is a little bit more than p-value here. I think it's all right. The critical value is 2.57. The critical value is 2.572. It's very, very similar. So yeah, you guys can use Excel to do that, but make sure that you enter the data correctly.